Well, the title of the video is dead provocative, very provocative, should I say. And really, is this app spying on you? And what is this app? Let's get into it and I'll show you what the app is and how it's spying on you. Let's start with real-time tracking, shall we? Many modern car apps, like my own BMW i3, the one I'm talking about, there's a track your vehicle feature in those particular cars. If the customer has that switched on, as I particularly do in my car, they can monitor the car's location at absolutely all times. So imagine you grab the car keys, you take the car you've just serviced to go and get some lunch because you're going on a road test anyway, not even thinking about it. But the customer's at home staring at the phone or they're waiting upstairs and they're watching every single move. They've just seen you drive 10 kilometres from where you work to the pie shop and the car was only in for an oil and filter change. So you don't need to go like 20 kilometres round trip. That raises some red flags. They're already suspicious before you've even been back. And that's a massive problem. But what about if they've got a dash cam as well? That's something else. So they switch the app on, they see the location of the vehicle, then you deny it, but you're really in hot water. They don't know where you've been because they can't see. But what if they've got a dash cam, they take the car home, then they watch you walk out of a pie shop with your dinner in your hand, stuffing it in your mouth, and you've got co-workers you've just picked up in the car as this guy did, laughing and joking. They might even hear you farting in the driver's seat and swearing. Imagine the guy goes back and he starts taking crumbs off the seat. And that's exactly what happened. This young mechanic here, I've picked two of his mates up from a nearby tyre shop. They went out for lunch, really expensive car, I think it was a Jaguar. Came back with crumbs all over the seat. Customer was like furious. He had dashcam footage of absolutely everything. The lads joking around, revving the engine. All the crumbs he taped and stuck on sellotape onto A4 brought it to the manager to show the manager. And what happened to that mechanic? He got absolutely fired on the spot. Just lost his job completely because the app spied and told the customer he wasn't in the garage when he should have been. Or at least he was 20 or 30 minutes in the car on a simple road test. And it's another way that this things are really catching mechanics off guard. Not only have you got this app spying on you, literally showing your location, but you've got the OBD dongles, what a lot of these people are using. They can actually even log where the car's been. They can see how fast you were driving. They can see the G-forces if you were accelerating and stuff like that. But imagine if you're on a car, you disconnect something you're not supposed to and you plug it back now, no problem. You erase the fault code. No one's none the wiser. No, because the My BMW app, if you disconnect something, it'll send a check control message to the customer's car. And I know that because it happened on my car when it wouldn't charge, and it'll alert you. That's another question they're going to ask about you. It's designed for transparency for the customer, but from a mechanic's perspective, it feels like you're constantly being watched. And in a sense, you are really, to be honest with you. That's the biggest issue, isn't it? You're being watched. Anything you do now is being logged, even online. And that's a big, massive problem, and you have to be really be careful. So what does it mean for us mechanics? Well, first of all, it's a warning. Be professional at all times. Customers now have the tools to track you, to listen to you, and even see what's happening in the vehicles. Some of them, one last week I had, where they could actually physically dial into the car and track you with an internal, like, burglar alarm style camera. Careless mistakes can lead to serious consequences, not just for you as a mechanic, but for the reputation of the company you work for. So it's really, really, really important. Beware of it. They're watching you, a lot of these people, and they're seeing what you're doing. The industry's changing. We need to adapt. Customers are more informed, they're more suspicious, and they're more tech savvy, more than they've ever been. Real-time tracking, dash cams, OBD monitors, they're all part of the new reality. They have been for the last 10 years. Now it's even worse. And as mechanics, we've got to stay professional, stay honest, and stay absolutely vigilant, and do everything bang on. Because one wrong move, customer might have all the evidence they need to ruin your career. So ask yourself, are you ready for this new level of transparency? Let me know what you think in the comments below.